legs first. So let's come on down. Take a big inhale and an exhale. And a nice wide squat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Releasing mental tension, emotional tension, physical. Kind of sending that energy down through the legs, to the feet, to the earth, where it can be utilized way better. Good. Then come to a half bend and add your little baby lunges. So we're still in outward rotation. Let's take it just a little swivel sway through the mid-back, gracefully, little Tai Chi move. And then let's go overhead. And then add a little around the corner a little bit more into smooth rotation. And then back to center. All right, toes straight ahead. We're gonna push out. We're gonna bend the knees now straight ahead in a wide parallel. Push. Letting go of neck tension, chest and anxious tension. Letting go while we power up. Good. Then stay in the half bend and take your little baby lunges here in your parallel. And we're going to add our windmill arm, reaching toward the opposite foot. And then all the way into center. Let's come to our little V, our little Pilates position. There we go. And then we're going to push out overhead as we bend the knees and in. Back to outward rotation, spiraling those thighs, knees over the toes. All right, then come back to parallel, take some shoulder rolls. And backstroke. Good. All right, I'm gonna put two things together here. We're going to put the ball in between the knees for a moment. Then we're gonna add the weights to this, but remember that you just readjust your feet. You can do a little test. Do a bent knee and then test where your feet need to readjust to, and then straighten. Just bending and straightening here for a moment. So the ball helps keep your femurs gliding in a neutral position. Make sure your knees are going straight ahead. Over those toes. Good. Now, you're going to lift one heel. I have to readjust slightly the ball. So you're just going to lift one heel, but leave that ball the foot down. And you're going to shift to one leg and bend and straighten. Let's try for 8. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then switch it. Adjust if you need to, so the ball can continue to move with the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. All right, then we're going to move the ball to our ankles. And we're going to try to level out the pelvis, zip up the core, and we're going to shift forward slightly and lift the heels and lower. Lift the heels and lower. So now the ball is making sure your ankles are tracking in neutral. So to hold on to that ball, you're going to hopefully feel the weight shift towards your first and second toes as you rise up. Good. Now we're going to attempt a single touch. Let the ball just roll, lift, and touch the other heel, lift, and roll through. Hopefully the ball will just dance right around your heels as long as you're pressing to hold it there. All right, good. So let's take that out and add the weights for a moment. So let's go through some of our, can't seem to get me on the screen here. Okay, let's go through some of our standing work we've been doing. All right, let's start with this guy. So you're gonna lift each thigh as high as you can. Warm that up. And now we're gonna lift the weights. Well, let's prep our biceps here for a moment. We're gonna keep the chest open. Good. Now we're gonna turn the palms and face each other and do some biceps this way. Then we're going to add our little rotation. So just place the weights on your shoulders for a moment, just on your outer shoulder. And just add a little warm-up rotation. Good. Now we're going to put all those together. So when you lift one thigh, you're going to rotate toward that thigh, and you're just going to open the elbows to, they can go a little past 90. Just don't hurt your leg. You're going to rotate, lift, rotate, lift, rotate, lift. Stay nice and tall through the spine, through the top of your head. Pull the belly button in. Breathing. Good. All right. Now let's come to side. So centering up the pelvis. Take a shoulder roll, ground the blades. You're going to lift the side leg, lateral lift, and your dumps out to the side. Really keep pulling in, belly button and spine, growing tall through the crown of the head. Remember, you want to work in the beautiful tall alignment that you want to condition. Good. All right. Then, over there, I'm just going to put my hands over. This is my pants. All right. Then I'll show you from the side. We're going to do our front kick and then our little back kick. So pick which leg's going to go forward. It's going to be a straight leg lift with a flex foot. You're going to press up. You're going to shift your weight. Take a slight diagonal. And then a little kick back with a tricep. So a press up, shift, pull your elbows back, and tricep. Up, and shift, balance, lift, and front. Pull that navel in. So see that I'm taking my whole spine on a little bit of a tilt so I can get my leg up without sacrificing my low back. Tall. Alright, then we're switch sides. Now the other leg goes forward. Slowly shift the weight. Pull the elbows back. Lift the back leg. Shift. Grow tall. Shift. Slight diagonal of the spine. Up. Go as slow as you need to. Breathing. Belly button in. Woo. All right. Shake your booty. Shake out your booty. Woo, 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 woo. Good, good, good. Let's see here. Let's take, oh yeah. So this one we're gonna do nice and slow. So we've done this before. We've done both of them in parts. We're gonna put them together. I'm gonna widen your feet, soften the knees. You're gonna take a slight hinge forward and let your weights touch in a rounded arm. Then you're gonna slowly lift out to the sides. Now as you come up through the arms in second, they're gonna palms up, and then they're gonna do a rounded touch overhead. So we're gonna slowly control that, slowly turn the weights down, tilt the spine a bit, and touch. So go nice and slow here. So you can kind of feel the ease or the smoothness. So I'll show you from the side. I'm going to do a slight hinge as I come up. Then I'm going to shift to tall spine. Make sure my tail goes underneath. Touch overhead. Control it coming down. Tilt and touch in front. Rounded arm. Up. Slowly down. Try one more. And down. Good, good. Okie doke. What else we got? Oh yes. All right, let's do our little triceps this way. So from here, weights are behind our head, so careful here as you just bend and straighten the elbows from 90 to straighten. So watch your head, soften your knees, belly button in, breathing. And just ease those down. Take shoulder roll. And then we are going to come down to the mat. So just leave these guys, leave all of them nearby. Grabbable distance as we head on down. Alright, let's start with the bottoms of the feet together. Haven't done this one in a while. Remember, create as big a diamond here as you'd like to stack tall. Take a moment and just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your jaw hang from its hinges, letting the shoulders melt, neck melt, calming any tension in the chest, cleansing breaths. A couple more. Breathing in a nice deep peace, letting go of the rest. From here, we're going to rotate over one thigh and just release the head forward. Keep both sits bones down. Just slowly let the neck and the spine stretch. And then up and over to the other thigh. Big breath. Exhale. Release the head forward. Let the shoulders relax. and over to the first side. Let your head hang. Relax. Up and over to the second side. Exhale, let it all go. Up and then forward, chin to chest. Walk it forward as far as you can. Hang out. 3 step up and 1 more. Roll through to the front. 1 more. Breathe it out. And then legs up. Let's tuck one foot in, other leg straight in front, add your flex and point. And then relax the foot, walk the chest forward or torso forward. Come up. Do it again, this time with the opposite hand sliding down the outer leg. Forward. Big breath. And up. Switch out the legs. Flex and point on the second side. And walk it center. Walk it over the leg. Let your head hang again. Breathe. Come up. Do that again, adding the hand down the outer leg. As far as you can go. Hang out, breathe. And up. Both legs to the front, onto side bending, palm down, soften that elbow. Relax the blade. Arm near the ear as best you can. Up to the center, exhale over. Let's do that again. Inhale up, exhale over. 10 seconds. Up to rotate. Stack tall, look behind you. Inhale through the center, exhale on the side. Again, inhale, stack tall, first side. Inhale, second side. Hands behind, lift the heart, open the chest, breathe it in. More cleansing breaths. Really stretch your ribs as you inhale. And then forward bend, reach for the toes. Lift the head, flex the feet. All right, we will get the ball, and we are going to get ready for some C curves. So remember, even with the ball, don't let it pull your shoulders forward. You want to keep your blades in your back and the front of your shoulder joint open, even if you're holding on to something, right? So keep your elbows slightly bent, that will help. Keep your blades in your back. All right, we're going to take our little C curve halfway back. Take your breath, and as you exhale, just round it right back up. So you don't have to go very far. Let these first few just kind of warm up halfway back. And stack tall. So you want to tilt the pelvis into your six, round the spine, feel that deep engagement of your core, trying to scoop inward. As you exhale, take a breath back, and back up. Couple more. And remember, if you feel like the hip flexors are getting too involved, then just wiggle those legs so that the core will take over more. And you can disengage all that tension. And one more. Good. Now on the diagonal, still halfway back. Folding into the obliques, stack tall. As you swivel to the other diagonal, roll it back. Fold it, lengthen up. Inhale, exhale. Fold and lengthen, inhale, exhale. Just continue to alternate, nice and graceful. Alright, now we're going to do a C curve all the way down and come all the way back. It's been a while, so let's see what we got. So we're going to C curve now into the mat. We're going to touch overhead. And we're going to bring it back into the upper body curl. And keep reaching the ball through the knees and then up to tall spine. If you need to take one hand and grab for a leg, please do. Make sure you're smoothing things out the best you can. And if the ball is too much, then let go of the ball and just do your hands, right? If you really need to take more of a moment and add a little help there, then just release the ball. Wherever you're at, take that 6 o'clock, flatten the lumbar into the mat, take an exhale, wiggle out the legs of tension, stack it tall, and go again. If you need to shift your feet more forward, do that. If you need to hang on with the legs, do that. So 6 o'clock, remember to flatten out the lumbar into the mat. That'll start your rounded spine. So hopefully keep you in your core, not your hip flexors on the way up. Try one more. Good. All right, we're going to stay up here, and we're going to place the ball in between the knees for a moment. And we're just going to lean back on our arms, kind of a diagonal. Reposition the feet, and you're going to straighten one knee at a time, holding on to the ball, and pulling in your little C curve. So just holding here, and straight. Powering up that thigh. Good. All right. Now, we're going to come back to a balance. Make sure you've got plenty of headroom behind you. We're going to ease onto a little 6 o'clock, onto the tail, and we're going to hold on to the back side of our legs, find our feet off the floor for a moment. You're going to remember to round your spine. As you exhale, we're going to roll to the shoulder blades, and then back and see if we can find our balance. And if not, no worries, just place your feet back down. So 6 o'clock, round, exhale, and exhale, and up. So a little will help propel your movement. Inhale, and puff, puff, and up. Find your balance, 6 o'clock, and up. Keep your head forward. Gently roll into your blade area. And back and back. Couple more. And one more. We got it. C curve. And back. All right. Take the ball out and come onto your back. All right. Let's go to this stretch for a moment just to release some hip flexors. Take your feet off of your mat nice and wide. Let's do this one just to release what we just did. Double knee fold to one side. Just let that melt. Up and over to the other side. Big sigh. Let it go. And then back to center. All right. We're going to come back to neutral spine here for a moment. Cinch in that deep core. Hold your P muscles. Relax your shoulder blades. Palms up. We're going to pick up each foot and go into your toe touches to warm up our neutral spine. Keep relaxing the jaw and the neck. You can always roll the head. Just wiggle out any upper body tension wants to creep up. Keep the breath moving. Then flex the heels and touch each heel to the mat. Keep relaxing and exhaling all your neck and jaw and shoulder tension. Good. Bring both knees in, give a hug. Send your body some love and appreciation for all that it's doing for you. All right, we're going to replace the ball back in between the knees, and we're going to point those toes. I think we've done this a little bit ago where we're actually going to do a double toe bounce now. But first things first, make sure you're not going to arc your back. Keep your lumbar in the floor as you really hold in and scoop in those hold your P muscles, and you're going to double toe bounce and bring them back, and double toe bounce and bring them back. So don't let any part of your back off the mat here. Lots of low abs. Ball, make sure that your legs are moving simultaneously. At any time you start to feel too stressed, just regroup, pause, add a little bit more pull in your deep core, and try a few more. All right, good. So now we're going to hold here, and we are going to rock onto each cheek. So from here, go to the cheek, over the sacrum to the other cheek. Let this warm up. Oh, we've already been rotating pretty good. Cinch in around the waist. Keep your neck and shoulders and blades down and relaxed. Then we're going to add the rock and a curl. Over the sacrum, rock and curl. Drawing a smile in the air with your kneecaps and your ball. Good. Back to center. We're going to stay here. We're going to take our arms overhead, and we're going to upper body half curl into the thighs with our feet off, still with the ball. Lots of powering up here. Inhale to go back. Exhale to curl. set here. What we're going to do is put two things together. I'm going to have you do your upper body curl, and you're going to hold it, and we're going to go back to our toe bounces, our double toe bounce. So here we go. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, curl, hold your curl, reach past, and toe touch. Do it for 4, 2, 3, 4, bring them back to the floor. Inhale, let's do it again. Exhale, upper body curl, hold, and toe bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, bring them back. Let's do one more set. We can do it. Inhale, exhale, curl and hold, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Take all that out. Let's send our legs all the way to the floor for a moment and just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let all those hip flexors relax. All right. So with the legs down, I'm going to have us take our weights. So again, if you're arched at all, just pull your core in and flatten up your lumbar and toward the mat. Doesn't have to be completely flat, but just a leveling. All right, from here, palms are out or facing down. We're going to touch the elbows and press up. So make sure your blades are nice and flat in the mat. Just let your legs relax for a moment, but stay slightly activated in your core. Good. Now, sliding each foot back up underneath you. Just leave that position, level out your pelvis. Bring the elbows next to your ribs and press up. Good. Now pick up each foot again and glue the legs together and take the legs straight up to the sky for a moment. They can be a bent knee. Just hold that. That's your low abs, holding those legs up there. Now we're going to do a chest fly. So rounding the arm, touch over the sternum, and then open wide to the side and close over the chest, low chest. Good. Then lengthen those legs as much as you can. And we're going to do our tricep movement here. Watch your head again. You're going to keep the blades down, bend at the elbows, and then just straighten, bend and straighten. Just careful. All right, and bring those back down. Ease the knees in for a moment. All right, we're going to shift the ball to the inner ankle again. And all we're going to do is bend and straighten the knees. Flex and point the feet. Ball's going to just roll nicely in between the ankles. around your sacrum. You're going to really protect your lumbar now. As you pull in those deep, hold your P muscles again. You're going to lengthen out through the legs as you slowly lower. Don't let any part of your low back lift off or your ribs. Lower the legs, maybe a foot. They're not going to go very far. Bring them right back up. And exhale. Scoop in, pull inward as you lower the legs. And then back up. Don't have to go very far. Anything past 90 degrees is going to kick in your low abs. So don't worry about how far you're going or not going. Just protect your back. And make sure you're sucking in, if you will, a deep, low abdominal wall. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Couple more. And now notice where the legs are going to on the wall. And now we're going to bend the knees in to the chest. And you're going to flex the feet. And you're going to shoot the ball back out to that position and back in. Exhale to push. Inhale in. Exhale to push it out. Straighten the knees. Bend it in. Maneuver the ball for a moment. Outward rotate the legs. Take the ball out and just outward rotate the legs for a moment. Give a little hug. Kind of a wide pull in. Alright, here's what we're going to attempt. Now you might laugh and it might not work, and that's okay. Just give it a giggle if it doesn't. You're going to outward rotate into the frog position. Right? Where the back of the heels are pressing into one another, the heels are flexed, toes and knees are aimed out. You're going to place that wiggly ball right in between those heels. And you're going to press in to hold on to it as you go real slow and try to straighten the legs back up and try to bend the knees back out nice and wide towards your armpits. Oh yeah. Go nice and slow. The ball's giving you feedback as to whether each leg is working together. So make them work as a team. Go slow. Exhale up. Inhale in. Belly button in. Scoop in those low abs. Go slow. Control your movement. Lots of inner thighs here. We can do it. Try one. Let's do one more. We can do it. Oh, yeah. And the ball back out. All right, let's take our legs back open to your double knee fold and let everything melt. Up and over to the other side. Let it melt. All right, let's take ankle across knee and do a little butterfly slow motion for a moment. And then bring that figure four in. And down, switch it out. Little slow motion butterfly wing for a moment. It's a nice gentle way to loosen the hip without forcing it. And then ease the figure four in. Relax and breathe. All right, and back down. Take that little pelvic clock around, rock around your clock. Take a little baby bridge here for a moment, a little 6 o'clock, little cross-legged bridge up and then lengthen to come down. Just a little stretchy bridge. We didn't do those today, but just make sure your low back's okie dokie. All right, we are going on to sideline. Gonna get the weights out of the way. Keep your ball nearby. All right, we're just gonna do so we really don't need to warm up on all this. We've done everything. So let's go ahead. Let's jump ahead. I think you're quite warm already for all this movement. Let's replace it in between the ankles, the ball. Stretch out the legs. Make sure the legs are underneath you, not behind you. And that your pelvis is on the side. Now you can hold onto the floor. Do a little 6 o'clock here to make sure you feel where your core is coming in. Hold on to that, flex the feet, and let's do some baby double leg lifts. Keep your knees super straight here as you lift and lower. It's not a very high movement, you're just trying to clear that bottom leg off of the floor. So this is all side core big time. Your obliques, your QL. I mean, it's all working hard here. All right, if that's going well, add a 6 again. That's just a little trick I do to make sure I'm in a good position. Hold on to your waist if you want to try to balance and continue to lift the legs. Little exhales will help. But if that's going well, add another 6. Hold still. Arm to the ceiling and try a few more. Excellent. Bring those knees in, take the ball out. Give this hip some love and encouragement, won't you? All right, push it on up. Let's butt scoot the booty on to the other side. Once you get kind of aligned and you know where you're at, then you can slide the knees in and place the ball back in between the ankles and then slide them back out. Just take a moment, make sure your legs are underneath you. Pelvis is on its side. Spine is long. Take a little 6. Feel how your core kicks in a little extra here. Hand back to the mat, flex the feet, nice straight knees, and double leg lift. Alright, and add a little 6 o'clock again. Everything's going well. Hold on to the waist. You can feel what's firing here underneath your hand. And try a few more. Well, 6 o'clock. Try it again. Arm up and go. All right. Yes, each side might feel very different, but we keep at it. Bend the knees, take the ball out. Give this hip some love and encouragement. All right. Okay, so before we actually go to our belly, I want you to take the ball back in between the ankles, and you're going to do the Little Mermaid action. Keep the legs straight, keep the ball, and do a roll to your belly. Then you can bend your knees and scoot back into place. All right. So we haven't done this one in a while. You want to take a moment and feel where your pelvis is, especially your pubic bone. So if you feel like your tail is up and your pubic bone is not making contact to the mat, then fire up your butt cheeks, your glutes, and push that pubic bone into the mat. And it might feel like a little 6 o'clock again, but that's going to lengthen your low back and keep your pelvis connected. It's also going to lengthen out your hip flexors. All right, so keep that there. With the ball, you're going to take one little baby thigh lift at a time, and the ball is just going to roll a little bit between the ankles as you lift one at a time. Not very high. And you can just rest your chin on your hands or your forehead on your hands. All right, now we're going to lower the ball, touch the floor, and bring it all the way to the butt. So you might want to point your feet for now so you can get this coordinated. Now double check that pubic bone. Did you just lift up? Then try the opposite. Push the pubic bone down into the mat as those knees bend. So you're going back and forth, a little hamstring curl with the ball in between the ankles. You can feel how the ball is giving you notice that one leg might be trying to speed up. So just help them work together as a team the best they can. And push that pelvis into the mat. Now, we're going to switch up with the ankles. If you can, you want to bring a flexed ankle to the butt and then a pointed foot to the floor. Flex the ankles, bring them in, point touch the ball to the floor. So just from a flex to a point, if you can coordinate it. Breathing, keep pushing that pubic bone down into the mat. Don't let your pelvis lift up. Good. All right. Now, we're just going to rest there in a half bent position. Just let the legs relax. Don't let go of the ball yet. We are going to try a ship maiden. We haven't done this in a while. So just leave the legs. Actually, go ahead and, well, no, leave the knees bent for right now. You're going to push that pubic bone down in the mat. You're going to see if you can lift the arms off the mat as high behind you as you can. And then just a little baby lift of the chest. Don't come up too high here. But just getting those arms up and just a little lift is good. And then come down. So pubic bone, 6 o'clock. Exhale. Hover the arms. Hover the chest. Hold here, breathe. And relax. Try a couple more. 6 o'clock. Arms. Chest, hold. Just to warm it up. 6 o'clock, arms lift, chest hold, pubic bone down, and down. Good. So we're going to attempt a coordination here. We're going to lower the ball down. We are going to attempt to bend the knees, lift the arms, hover the chest, And now outward rotate the arms so the thumbs are up. And then lower everything to touch the floor. Try it again. 6 o'clock. Bend the knees, lift the arms, little chest lift, quarter turn, outward rotation of the whole arm. So the thumb is up, the inner elbow is out. And back down, try one more. Bend, pivot bone down, arms, hover, outward rotate, lengthen the neck. Hold here, breathe. And down. Woohoo! Let go of the ball. And we'll do a scoop back into child's pose. Good. And let's come up onto all fours. Take a C curve for a moment. Hold. And then into our lunge. Walking one foot up. Walk forward. Lift the head. Let these hip flexors lengthen. Shift forward and lift the lower leg. Check in with the squat. Back down. Easy sit back. And unwalk that foot. Other side. Take that foot on a stroll. Walk the hands up to greet. Lower the pelvis. Lift the head. Exhale and melt. Shift forward. Lift the lower leg. Breathe it out. Lower down and shift all that back gently. Tuck the toes. Come through our squat. You can practice lowering the heels here if your body will let you. Otherwise, just enjoy a stretch in those calves and Achilles, wherever the heels are. And then bottoms up. You can open the feet out a little bit. Just hang here. Big sigh. Decompress some more. Nod the head. Let's walk both hands and the torso over to one leg. And over to the other. Back to center. Soften the knees, rounding the spine, slowly walk up your thighs. Head's the last thing. Woo, shake it all about. Oh yes. Oh, full body on stretch, twirl those wrists, and reverse. And then toss away, flick away. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. Woo! Let's inhale some more peace and calming, some self-nurturing time in nature, time to reflect, time to pull your energy in, whatever way that needs to be for you. Let everybody and everything else go. And again, for a beautiful week, take beautiful care of your beautiful selves, inside and out. Give yourself a hug. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing good things for yourself and your body. No matter what's going on out there, we still get to take care of us. So, take care of your hearts too.